Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Here we go, set. Ready?
First and 10, Taylor now.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check right. Hey, move. Set.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting...
The ball is free. Taylor lost it.
And the Texans scoop it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
Yep.
and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route.
Ready, set.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Red, 52. Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Drill green. Set.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Down. Smack. Red. Stick. Mega. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone. Drive two resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown!
Trey McBride
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Khair Elam makes a pick, and the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Here we go. Here we go. You, yellow.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Field, black. Ready?
They're going to look to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Set.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here we go.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Blaster, 6. Blue striker. Blue, go. Ready.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kxng Doc makes a pick, and the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
34 yards to gain that time. Another 1st down.
already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The kick by Marr is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
43 rail.
2nd and 5. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston.
Anthony Schwartz.
56 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Okay, right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Justin Jefferson.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wow, 185 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 49 yards.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Red, yellow. Yellow, go. Cheetah.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Red, cycle.
Back to throw here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Let's go.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Grill green. Zoom black. Black ultra.
They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
198 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 2. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Ultra. Slide 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass out left caught by Woods. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
10. Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Back to throw again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
My, 242 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Okay, ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken, because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. And now here is another interception. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. 3 quarters have come and gone. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jelani Woods, 38 yards. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Ritter will throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Edo blue. Hey, green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world that
he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Smash, smash. Seal, flash. Flasher, stick. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
560.
They'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chase Young in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready, forward red. Black shot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.